What happens when a person falls from a height? Have you ever wondered? Of course, in the worst case they die. But what about other cases? Say someone jumped from the 5th floor of a building. There would likely be pelvic fractures and lacerations on both feet. The soles of the feet would split wide open. From the wounds, blobs of yellow fat would poke out like tiny eggs. Though only at first, soon it would all turn bright. Red from blood, indistinguishable from crushed fruit. Mr. Hayama, who worked as a steeplejack, survived a fall from a construction site by a hair's breadth. It's said that when people experience accidents, in the brief moments before death, their life until then flashes before their eyes. For Hayama, this manifested as the sensation of his fall lasting abnormally long. In the midst of plummeting, he had the composure to look around and think, still not hitting the ground. Quite shocking. In those few seconds, Hayama vividly recalled his colleagues' horrified faces as they saw him fall, as well as the reactions of passersby who happened to witness the accident. Later confirmation showed his account perfectly matched the witnesses' testimony. However, there was one discrepancy in those statements. Across from his accident site was another building under construction, nearly complete. The interiors remained unfinished, but the building itself was largely complete, with far fewer workers. Mr. Hayama insists that on the solid floor of that building, human figures lined up shoulder to shoulder along the windows. As he fell, they pointed at him, laughing raucously as if greatly amused, baring their white teeth in laughter. Of course their voices didn't reach Hayama. He didn't clearly see their faces either. Rather, they seemed forgettable, lacking individuality. If he passed them on the street, he'd likely forget them immediately. Yet, Hayama vividly remembers them and can pinpoint which room they were in. However, it's a fact that the unfinished building had no large groups of people in any room. Workers may have been present, but Hayama insists they were definitely not wearing work clothes. It's also hard to imagine them gathered in one room while working, let alone lined up at the windows laughing as they watched a man who might die. So what did Hayama see? If not an illusion or mistake, then what? Whether things like that exist, I never gave it any thought. Having narrowly escaped death, but suffered the injuries described earlier, Hayama muttered. Maybe that was the Grim Reaper.